Hello students, how are you all? Today in our English class we are going to start Unit 5, that is Fingerprint Detective. Okay, what is the name of our unit? That is Unit 5 Fingerprint Detective. So let us read line wise and try to understand. Okay, have you ever thought how the police find a thief or a burglar? Deepak does not know how they do it. He asks his dad. His dad does not tell him how they do it. Instead, he asks him to learn it himself. Read and do the experiment yourself. Here you can see the conversation between Deepak and his dad. Okay, now let's read the conversation. Deepak: Dad, do you remember telling me about a burglary in the city yesterday? Dad: Yes, I do. Okay, Deepak is asking asking to his father that whether he remember telling about the burglary to Deepak yesterday or not. Okay, and that says yes, I do. Deepak: Today's paper says that the police have caught the burglars. Okay, yesterday the Deepak father told about the burglary in the city, and today uh, Deepak read the newspaper, and he knew that the police have caught the burglars. And there is a big question in the Deepak mind. Okay, how the police they caught those burglars. Now that, very good. The police are very alert. Deepak: They have arrested two men, but how do they know that the same two men broke into the house? Deepak said that the police they have arrested two men, and Deepak asked that how the police they came to know that those two men broke that house. Okay, broke into the house. Now let's go to another conversation. Dad: Well, they take fingerprints from the place of burglary and match them with their fingerprints. Okay, Dad answered that. Well, the police they take the fingerprints from the place of burglary. Okay, and they match their fingerprints. Dad answer in this way. Deepak: You mean the fingerprints of burglars? Dad: Yes. Deepak: That's interesting. Aren't our fingerprints very similar? Can they find out who the burglar is with their fingerprints? Okay, Deepak has many questions related to fingerprints, isn't it? How police they find, how identify whether the burglars they are or not. Okay, Deepak is very curious actually here. Dad: Well, it's possible. Our fingerprints look very similar, but they are always different. How do I explain that? Wait a minute. You can learn it yourself. Saying this, he pulls out a sheet from one of his files and gives it to Deepak. Read it, do it, and find out for yourself. Okay, very interesting here. To make clear to Deepak, okay, to make clear the confusion of Deepak, that he pulls a sheet from one of his files and give to the Deepak, and he said that read it, do it, and find out for yourself. Now Deepak fathers gave that paper to Deepak. Okay, now when Deepak see that what he got there, now let's see. Okay, here's a mystery. What do you have that no one else has? Become a detective and find out. You will need a soft lead pencil, transparent sticky tape, a magnifying glass, scrap paper, white paper. Okay, we need 5 things here, isn't it? Soft lead pencil, transparent sticky tape, magnifying glass, scrap paper, and white paper. Now here is the materials, the name of materials which we need, okay, which we need to find out the fingerprints. Okay, now what to do? Also the process is written here. 1 number, scribble on the scrap paper to make very dark areas of pencil lead. At first what we have to do, we have to scribble on the scrap paper and make it dark there, okay, with lead pencil. And 2 number, rub your first finger in the lead. Now we have to rub that, you can see in the picture, we have to rub our finger in that lead. 3 number, stick a small piece of tape across the pencil smoke on your finger, then gently peel off the tape, your fingerprint will come off with it. Now we have to stick a small tape, okay, white tape here, a transparent tape, and then across the pencil smoke in our finger. Then we have to peel gently, okay, we have to peel off gently there. Now we can see our fingerprints will come off with it. Okay, now 4 number, stick the tape into a piece of white paper, repeat with your other fingers, then wash your hands. Now similarly with same process we have to do with all our fingers. Now 5 number, take a close look at your fingerprints with a magnifying glass. Here fingerprints with, these are all the different words, here is the printing mistake. Okay, so we have to understand that fingerprints with a magnifying glass. Compare them with the fingerprints of your friends and family. Now here we can see, when we do this experiment we will come to know that our fingerprints doesn't match with our family members, even with our friends, okay, with anybody, it doesn't match. This is the natural. Okay, so these are the 5 steps that we have to do to find out the fingerprints, isn't it? And what's happening, nobody else has fingerprints exactly like yours, not even if you are an identical twin. There are always slight differences in living things. Some of these differences can be important. Okay, very nice, very interesting topic here. Here the Deepak father, he gave a sheet of paper from his files where the process to identify the fingerprints are given there. Okay, actually he want to tell to his son that was the process how policemen they identify the thief. Okay, and they will treat to that thief, they will identify that thief, isn't it? So this is the very interesting unit. I hope all of you understood this topic. Okay, you please read this unit and try to do the activities given here. Here you can see understanding the passage, here is given. Deepak wanted to know from his dad, and all 5 options are given here. You have to choose the correct option here. For this, what you have to do, you have to read the lesson very carefully, isn't it? And then only you can choose the answer, otherwise it will be difficult for us to identify the correct answer, isn't it? So here we have 5 questions. Try to do yourself. So for today in our English class only this much. Bye bye all of you.